That
Now,
is so interesting.
It's over. It's over. It's over.
Done.
That's not an act. He actually goes into that pose there. Why can you not listen to yourself?
Or what?
Do you like watching yourselves back?
No.
I don't like it, but I would. But only so I go, I didn't like that.
If it was nominated for an Oscar, I'd watch myself back. Yeah.
OK.
Do you never watch yourself then
No,
in anything?
Not if I can help it, no. No.
Why?
I just see
Because-
everything is wrong.
Yeah. Are you just too hard on yourself?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I know many actors that feel the exact same.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm going to say, Richard, I watched the film last night. I think it's a quality film.
Thank you.
All round. Your performance, the directing, your co-star, Melissa McCarthy.
Unbelievable woman.
The storyline, and the story is true.
Yes.
Right. And it's about a woman called Lee Israel. And, you know, no matter who you are, and if you've never heard of Lee Israel, you can buy into the plot of this. Tell us about the plot.
Well, she was a biographer who fell on hard times in the early 90s. She couldn't pay her rent anymore. And she was trying to write a biography of Fanny Bryce, and the publishers had no interest. She found a letter of Fanny Bryce in a library, stole it, added an addendum, and sold it to
Collectors.
collectors.
Yeah.
And then realised that she could earn money out of doing that. So she started imitating all the greatest writers that she loved.
Forging
Forging
Noel
letters.
Coward
And she did this for 2 years and earned a lot of money. And she fell in collusion with a reprobate alcoholic.
Which is you.
Which is me.
Jack.
And, and so we finally get rumbled by the FBI. And we have this sort of interdependent love-hate relationship. And the guy that I play is also
She
dying of
as a
AIDS.
character, I mean, it's a tribute to you. She's not particularly likeable as a character, but you admire her because of who and what she is. And your guy, he's irascible, I suppose he is. He's more a lovable rogue, your sort of character.
Indeed, yeah. Lee Israel made no attempt to try and charm people or be liked in any way. So it is that thing where somebody is so curmudgeonly, you want to try and see, is there a chink that you can somehow charm them? So she was a challenge.
And we've got a clip of you. I think this is where they meet, your characters meet for the
Okay.
first time. Well, we don't have that.
I think we've just shown that.
Oh.
We've just shown that.
I thought you had another one.
Reaction being...
Oh, yes, now, yes.
sorry.
So, the Oscar nomination,
Yes.
OK? So, where were you when you heard the news?
I was in a restaurant on Notting Hill Gate with my daughter, who had on a live feed on her phone. She had an earpiece and I had an earpiece. And as they announced my name, we both just burst into tears. And people all around us thought that we'd had some deadly news. We said, no, it's good news. So they gave us free lunch and free drinks. So it was win-win.
And then you posted on your Twitter feed, you outside. Well, let's see it and you can tell us.
I'm absolutely overwhelmed. 36 years ago, I rented this bedsit here, which was one room in Notting Hill Gate, for £30 a week, which is about $50. And I cannot believe that 36 years later, I'm standing here as an almost 62-year-old man having an Oscar nomination.
Oh, and it's so many people have viewed that because it's the joy that you can feel coming through that screen.
Well, if you're as old as I am, I know you've won many awards throughout your careers. You know, if you've never had them and it arrives this late, then it's never too late.
But my
I'm
friend,
so grateful.
what are you doing? I mean, I know you're not watching the performance back, but when you're feeling the performance and doing the performance, what do you think you're doing this time that has drawn you to everyone's attention?
I have no idea. I think it's working with the magical Melissa McCarthy and being directed by Marielle Heller and having a great script.
You mentioned Melissa there. Had you met her before, ever worked with her?
No,
Do you know
never
much?
met her. I met her on Friday, exactly a year ago, on 20th of January 2017, for 2 hours in the morning just to talk through the script and see whether there's going to be a comedy vehicle for the Melissa McCarthy brand that, we'd come to know and love. And then we started shooting on the Monday for 26 days, and it was literally felt like lightning in a bottle, just an instant, profound connection.
So when you read it, did this kind of jump off the page to you when you got the script?
Yeah, because I thought that it was so well written and so witty and so well observed, and it was a true story, which was, stranger than fiction, one of those. So it was irresistible.
And you had to make quite a quick decision whether to do it or not.
Yeah, because they were starting shooting in 6 weeks' time. I didn't know who died or dropped out or whatever, but they said,
Don't care
24
now.
hours to decide, so I did.
Well, that was
Yes.
one of the better decisions in your life, really. And although you say it's low budget, the look of it, whoever your director of photography was, whatever, there's a lovely, warm, cosy, inclusive look to the whole thing. There's a glow to the film.
Well, they've tried to capture sort of literary bohemian New York in the 90s, which is really mostly gone now because Manhattan has been so gentrified and so glossy. So they really struggled to find all that.
Now, you're going to get very glossy. When is the Oscars, when?
On the 24th of February.
Right, so you've got to get your outfit planned, you've got to get over there and do all that. Make
Big ball gown.
Big ball gown.
It'd be awful if there was work in the way, wouldn't there, and you couldn't go.
Oh, no work.
There's no work.
But you have just finished filming for the next Star Wars.
I have,
movie,
the final Star Wars.
Which is huge secrecy, isn't it?
Never known anything like it. I know it comes out on the 19th of December. I've not even been allowed to tell my wife and daughter the name of my character.
So how do they keep everything so secret and such big sets and so many people?
They have security on the set, plain clothes and visible, and you have to wear a cloak from the trailers to go inside the studio because there are drones going overhead. And you have to read the script in a big conference room that has guards outside and closed-circuit cameras.
Wow.
You get the pages that you are doing on the day, and you have to sign for them and sign out for them at the end of the day. So it's high, Fort Knox.
Gosh, but really
That's
lovely
amazing.
to be a part of it all. Absolutely incredible to be a part of all of that. Do you know, when I saw you on Sky and you had that terrible, terrible job where you go around the world with the best hotels
Jumping
in the whole world and you try those out, I thought to myself, is he stepping back from acting or whatever? Because this is a really good series.
Thank you.
But you're able to incorporate that and then get your first Oscar nomination.
Yes, it's a surprise, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I think one would cancel out the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
didn't happen.
it's great.
Oh, your fish and chips have arrived, Richard. Look, so this is the best fish and chip shop, in Britain now. Thank you, Katie.
It's called Crispies in Exmouth.
What would you normally have for fish and chips?
Vinegar and salt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can I eat some?
We'll get you some.
No?
Yes, help
Salt
yourself.
and vinegar. Salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar
On the table
on its
here
way.
for Mr. Grant.
You can't beat good fish and chips, can
yeah.
you? Good?
Wow, you've had some?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
fish is delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what? They won't have anything as good as that at the Oscars.
Okay.
Tell you. That'll be it.
I don't think anybody's eaten on those for about 40 days before they start.
Exactly.
Can you ever forgive me? Which is a quote from the film, and it's a story of an author called Lee Israel who becomes a forger, and this is her accomplice in arms with all of this. The character called Jack Hock, played by Richard E. Grant there, and it opens from the 1st of February.
Friday.
That's next Friday.
We have everything crossed for you. Really hope you get it.
We do.
And come
Thank
back
you.
and see us. Bring it with you when it's won.
Yeah. Who are you up against? Do we know who you're up against yet? Do you know who you...
Oh, we all know that Mahershala Ali is going to win because he's won everything already. So it's easier for the other four nominees because you're going to go, well, Mahershala's already got the thing done. So we're there for the ride of it.
Go for the ride.
Come on,
Enjoy
Richard.
it every minute. Richard E. Grant, thank you very
Enjoy
much
your
indeed.
fish and he's liking that.